Hello everybody, this is Ori007 here again to talk about All Pro Football 2K8 and Backbreaker, and to do a little recap on my last two videos. On the last two videos I talked about how All Pro Football 2K8 was a good game and how it was animation based, and one of the things I meant by that was that All Pro Football 2K8 is kinda like Madden right here. Madden and All Pro Football 2K8 are animation based, where the computer would select an animation, other than Backbreaker. Backbreaker is in a league of its own, and you have to understand that. Backbreaker is in a league of its own because Backbreaker is physics based, and its Euphoria engine gives animations on the fly, which means there's no predetermined animations, just like how Madden and All Pro Football 2K8 have. One of the things I like about All Pro Football 2K8 is that All Pro Football 2K8 has you have that pocket presence. That pocket presence is really good. And then one of the things I like about Backbreaker is that Backbreaker is probably one of the best football games that you could have because it's in third person view, which means that they put you right into the action. Like when you play Backbreaker, you feel like you've just played a real NFL game. It actually gives you a blind side. In All Pro Football 2K8 and Madden, you can see the whole football field, which is really unrealistic. All Pro Football and Madden are kind of unrealistic because you can see the whole field. Backbreaker is probably the only realistic football game where you could actually say you're on the field. It's simulation because you're a player on the field. You can only see so much, because your vision is limited, and there's a blind spot, and All Pro Football 2K8 and Backbreaker are probably the best games on the next gen console. Take my word again, next gen console. Probably the best football game on the old gen consoles was NFL 2K. That was a good series made by, of course, 2K. They made a great game until EA Sports bought out the license. And when EA Sports bought out the license for the NFL, EA Sports feels like they don't have to make any improvements over these years, because they feel, well, we bought out the NFL license, $60 a pop, they're making money, and nobody, everyone keeps buying their games, so no matter what, they're still making money, They're making billions of dollars, they don't care. But, if these two games came together, like 2K and 505 and Natural Motion, they both made a game with All Pro Football's presentation wise and Backbreaker's physics and camera views and all that stuff. If you put these two games together, just imagine what the kind of game we would have. Just imagine the kind of game we would have. Like, this would probably be the best football game ever created in the history of mankind, or for the next gen console. But Madden, I'm not saying Madden is a bad game. And one of the purposes for my channel is to create an opinion. I want you guys to have your own opinion. I don't want to tell you guys not to buy Madden. I'm just giving my opinion on, well, Madden hasn't been really making improvements. What I do recommend you buy Madden for is the old gen console. Okay, this old gen console right here, or the PC, Madden for the PC. They don't make it anymore, but for the PS2, they make Madden for the PS2. Madden for the PS2 is probably the best Madden you could buy on the market. That's an NFL licensed game for Madden for the PS2, Madden 11. Now, one thing I want to shout out to Dark Age of. Check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description. He does Madden 11 for the PS2. He has great videos, and he shows formations and create plays and all that stuff like that. He's probably one of the first subscribers that I've ever had. And another shout to NYEPH1. Another subscriber of me. He's done great work with BB Highlights and all of them to make this to make a Backbreaker. Logos and rosters, for the 360 users. Big kudos and shout outs to them. Without these people, you know, we wouldn't be where we are today. And without their support, I wouldn't be here where I am today. And big shout outs to Gideon Prime. You know, he was the one that wanted, he was the one that inspired me to start this channel. You know, without Gideon Prime, we wouldn't, or Apex is free. I wouldn't have this channel, and I probably wouldn't be making these videos. So big shout outs to them. These are probably these two games right here, Backbreaker and All Pro Football 2K, are probably the best games you can buy, for the next gen consoles. And you can still buy it cheaper than Madden, under $60. You buy this for like $5, $50, $55 plus tax. That's still cheaper than Madden anywhere. This is O'Ride 007 signing out.